Oh, there you have it. Thank you so much, Gillian Nantume. Now, with us tonight, we're having Dr. Joyce Amoriku Kaduchu. That happens to be the State Minister for Primary Health Care. Honorable, it's an honor to have you tonight. But I'll follow the principles of the Minister of Health, no shaking hands.
No.
All right, what is the latest we have about the coronavirus as a nation?
Thank you so much. I want to make this very clear for the people of Uganda that the government of Uganda and as a country, we have not registered any positive case of coronavirus.
Okay.
There is no case of coronavirus, and I want to thank the people of Uganda for the level of alertness and vigilance so far they have demonstrated. I want to thank all media houses because I think this shows that really everybody has taken personal responsibility and will look after one another. And I want to urge all Ugandans, let's keep the spirit. We are still at the stage of prevention because we are able to detect and of course the response as a country. So the good news is that we've got no case of coronavirus in the country. Even the 4 cases that have been suspected, the result turns out to be all negative.
Okay. Right, Honorable Minister. How ready are we as a nation with regards to our health workers on the ground? Yes, there is this vigilance from the public, but how ready and how uniquely equipped are the health workers on ground?
One of the key important things, of course, that is why we are emphasizing the preventive measures. We need to take the mantle as Ugandans to prevent. But there are measures that has been taken, we have set as a country, and there are things that as Ugandans we must do. As a country, we have set really high level of surveillance. Our team are on the ground, at the airport, at all entry points, to ensure that people who come from those high-risk countries are subjected to 14 days as per the WHO guidelines of isolation, self-isolation. And those that we have got signs and symptoms, high-risk travelers, they are really subjected to laboratory tests. The good news is that we have the Uganda Viral Research Institute that has the capacity to test, and Uganda is one of the countries that have the testing facility. That's the good news. And of course, we do screening at all border points, and we are trying to go ahead to strengthen the border point at Telogu and others. But Malaba and Busia, plus the airport, already we have the screening taking place, and I think the Ugandans have appreciated the level of alertness and what so far we've done. And what remains now is we are doing our part, but also we are asking the people of Uganda, let's do the do's and the don'ts. Oh, yeah. Most especially the infection control measures. We need to prevent the handshaking, the hugging. We need to stop the ritual, the cultures that we do practice, because the hand is a source of, it collects all sorts of infection. If we can minimize that, if we can go ahead and discipline ourselves as human beings, because when you are coughing, you really need to see how you cough and cover your face. When you are sneezing, you sneeze as human beings, thinking that there is somebody who is next to you.
Absolutely.
When you are spitting, you spit where it's supposed to be. Okay. And of course, the infection controlling, hand washing is it's very important.
I've seen a couple of these, of course, in some offices and some places. Honorable Minister, have you heard of the death of a student called Mbogo Shafiq? This one committed suicide in China. And there are reports online, of course, saying that this was in relation to the depression and the anxiety he had with regards to the outbreak. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, of course. I want to really say yes. The government of Uganda has received that information, and the Ministry of Education, under the leadership of the First Lady, who is also the Minister of Education, has already taken steps ahead in terms of finding out the truth, what could have caused the death of that student. As of now, they are trying to get and investigate to work together with the Chinese embassy and to ensure that really this problem is well investigated and the country get to know the cause or the reason why the student has died. For
Well,
now, it is too early to probably preempt.
Thank you so much, Minister, for coming through. Well, that is the Minister of State for primary health care in the country. Thank you so much for your time.